Welcome.
Welcome, Northwoods Angling. Oh, we got to look over here. It's not your normal crew today. Luke is out of town on some important business.
Extremely important business, you guys.
It's me and Peter out in the Kingfisher. There is some storms looming, let's
did a very special launch today that has a pirate ship at it, so we decided to take a photo at it. We couldn't really fish there. Current really wasn't going, and there wasn't a good spot to fish, but we're out here targeting flatheads tonight. We're gonna get into a couple fish. The river is extremely high, but we're hopeful, extremely hopeful.
So a couple things to show you guys. We're fishing the main river, okay? Main river is here. We're on the Minnesota River. Look at this. Everything is in the trees. So we have flood stage waters right now, and it's raining more. When we got out, when we launched the boat, it was storming so bad we had to put up the full enclosure, but we wanted to get out here on time for you guys. So we are out here. We got the full enclosure up. It's gonna start storming again. So if it does, we'll go in there, chat with you guys. Tonight, we're fishing.
Got two tomcats out with bullheads on, one big one just regular size, and we're gonna crush. We have a good feeling. These post-front conditions can be really good, so we'll see what happens. But we're at a really known spot where we love to live stream. So you'll hear the planes going by, but thanks a lot for joining us, everybody.
Go through some
Dustin,
comments.
Virginia, Thomas, Whisker Sticks, thanks for joining us, you guys. James Dockery, evening. Oh, I know Jacob's mother's in here. Hello, Laura. We do enjoy you watching, always.
We miss you.
Huge supporter. Andy Smith, my brother's in the stream. Andy is actually Luke's biggest fan. I don't know about lately, he hasn't really been in much, but Andy, thanks for joining us, appreciate it. Alvin, Virginia, already mentioned you guys. Whisker Sticks, James Dockery, Ryan Seibel Flooring is in the building. That's my coworker. What's up, Ryan? Hey, kids. Hope you guys are having fun. We are certainly having fun. Northwest Wisconsin Angler 90. What's up, Northwoods? Saw the king going down to Sturgeon Bay in 3 days, staying until the 23rd. Sweet, Northwest Wisconsin. Good luck. I hope you guys have a blast and catch some bigs. Team SYG. Hey, Jake.
What up?
Joanna Gomez. Tyler, Texas. What up, dudes? Full draw fan. Maddox. Catfish Bill 66. Whisker Sticks. Jacob, who's gonna hit you up later.
What's up, bud?
Talk about something. Better be big. So, big plane just went by. 2 rods out, just dancing back here. It's gonna be a good night. We're definitely feeling it. If you guys have any questions, shoot them at us. We'd love to answer any questions about flathead fishing, about channel catfishing, blue catfishing, you name it. But our waters up here, we mostly have channel catfish and flathead catfish. So when we can catch flatheads, we go after them. That's exactly what we target. There's nothing like it in the entire world. When you get a live bait that just gets absolutely smashed by a really big flathead catfish, I can't think of many things better than that. However, Luke, on video, on Northwoods Angling, on YouTube, caught a gigantic blue that was a full takedown on film. It was a great, probably one of the coolest bites ever. So the big blue would definitely compare to a flathead, but I like him. I like him a lot.
I heard your southern accent come out. So I got something to talk about here. Guys, who's the flathead fisherman in the boat? Let's chat. Here, let's sit right here with me. Oop, lighting's bad. Flathead fisherman, tell me who you are, okay? Say who you are. So we're in post spawn. My question to you is, how do you guys figure out when they're spawning? Obviously there's, July into August or June into July. We can kind of gauge it around that time frame. However, you never know. You're always questioning yourself. You're always wondering if it's spawning. I think the only way to really find out is if you catch that spawning fish with the eggs coming out of it. But other than that, I think the way that we figure it out is online. to be honest. You see all the people catching fish, you see all the people posting fish, and then it slows down. That slowdown usually can tell you that there's spawn or spawns coming up, or sometimes the river's just too flooded. So I think we're in post-spawn on the Minnesota River. However, it could be full spawn. I don't think it's pre-spawn. So hopefully it's post-spawn. Hopefully they're ready to feed. Starting to rain again, but we're out here. We're going to give it a go. We like hanging out with you guys. Big fresh spawn marks. That's a good idea. Yeah. I mean,
we catch fish during the spawn. They're just a lot slower, or they can be a little bit slower, and it is good to judge it by the spawn marks, but different fish spawn at different times.
I caught a spawning female 5 days ago, about a mile from you guys. She didn't have much left. She had lots of spawn bed rash. Spawning marks.
Was it healing?
Was it healing or was it fresh? Because we could be in spawn. And that was lightning. That's not good.
There's more rain coming.
Maybe that rod, that one up in the air, we should take down. That one. I mean, these are up. All of our rods are in the air. So hold on a second. Put it down like that. Yeah, there you go. But that one, that one's the risky one.
That is risky. All right, so we told you a little bit about where we're fishing. Now we got to show you what we're using. And Jacob has that Tomcat in his hand right there.
Oh.
We fish with Tomcat rods. Tommy from Tomcat up in Fargo, he does just a magnificent job on these rods. Puts a lot of time into them, and they're awesome. They handle very nicely. First fish ever caught on them was 2 blues on the double on that big fish that you saw, and they're incredible. So let me show you this gold one here that we got. This right here is a special rod that Tommy and Jacob made, and you can see real closely here. Beautiful.
It's like carp scales.
Yeah, it's like, kind of looks like scales. You see Tomcat. It's a heavy action, 4 to 10 ounce. Got it rigged up there with the Charlie Brown. Can't see it. There you go. So we're just running standard Carolina rig. As you can see there, little swivel, barrel swivel. There it is. There's a sinker slide right there. We hook up a 5 to 6 ouncer on there, and we're good to go. So we throw it out there. The big old live bait. We fish with bullheads. You can't fish with them over 10 inches. We like to push that 10-inch mark though and fish with those 8-9-inch bullheads. Those big bullheads usually get big fish, but you also get them on the small fish. You just never know. We're in the river. Anything can happen, as you're all well aware if you've ever fished a river.
Oh, you definitely have a 10-incher on there. He's got a 10-incher on.
We measured it. It was right at 10 inches. It was a little on the big side, but we're gonna get one on it. I'm definitely feeling it tonight.
Look at that, dude. No, look at that. On the phone. Thanks for all the new subscribers,
Holy
guys. We got 75 people in the stream. If you're just joining, me and Peter, we're out on the Minnesota River in a pretty big storm. Look up St. Paul, Minnesota, and you can see the storm that's looming around us right now. We have a clearing, so we got some lines in, and we're fishing for flatheads.
And like Jacob said earlier, we think we're in about post-spawn here on the Minnesota River. Tim Bergstrom, you said yours was almost completely healed. That's a really good sign, because when they're almost completely healed, you know they're definitely coming off spawn. Jacob's looking at my rod right now like it's going. Flat State Outdoorsman last weekend, he caught a 45-pounder on cut drum. That's awesome. Love catching them on cut bait. It's always surprising, but they definitely can hit it. We catch a lot more on live, but we definitely love fishing the cut bait out on the seam on your very, very far rod. So if you see where our rods are here, we would always fish that cut bait. You can't really see them, but there you go. There's both rods. We would always fish that cut bait over there.
Oh, look at that. Behind
Woo! Behind us.
Keep it there. You'll get a lightning crash.
A little nasty. It's getting nasty. We went through a huge storm on the way here. Usually we like to go live about 7 o'clock, maybe 6:30, but here, I'll try to show you that lightning. A little bit creepy. But I don't know where any place I'd rather be. Usually during the weeknight, it's either sit at home, on the couch, hanging out, after you put the kids to bed or whatever, eat dinner and just hang out. I prefer to go fishing. Me and Jacob just thrive on this. Try to get out a couple times a week when you can. Life gets busy though, you know. We all work full time. We're, you know, blue collar guys just like anybody else, but we just have a sweet fishing show.
I like that. You guys got to check out this rod. It is going nuts.
That's the one the big bullhead's on. Any questions, fire them at us, you guys.
Looks like you have the magic rod. Hopefully no huge stomach acid rashes this time. Yeah, guys, if you never saw that video, Blake got a hook out of a flathead's belly and got a pretty nasty rash from it. What's up? I saw the pirate ship last year in the marina. Yeah, it's back. It's awesome. Be safe, boys. Definitely some nasty stuff coming. Yep. Here in Nebraska, I caught a 10-pounder last week full of eggs. Hey, we're back. Look at this. Look at that storm. Oh, well. Oh, another update. I shaved my head. What do you guys think? So, let me be real here. I told Peter this story and he laughed, so I'm going to tell it to you guys. I've been on this kick watching Sons of Anarchy. And I've been told in the past that I kind of look like Jax Teller.
Yes.
Maybe. So, I had the hair. I shaved it. I shaved it off. Shaved my hair. And I'm like 3, 4, 5 seasons in. He never shaves his hair. He never fully shaves his hair. So I committed to this role of being Jax Teller. Peter was gonna do my like a V-shaped beard thing going. Now I gotta wait.
Great takeoff.
Luke's in the building. Hey, Northwoods. Oh. That was loud. Luke's moderating, so what's going on? He's back in town. He couldn't make it out in time. I was sad because I'm not really used to this. I'm not used to talking to you guys for a long period of time. However, I'm gonna try to do it. So is Peter.
We're having fun already.
We're gonna try to catch a fish.
Shoot us more comments.
What do you guys think about the shaved head?
Give him your honest opinion about it. What's up from West Tennessee? About to hit the Mississippi River shortly. Redneck T-Rex. What's going on, man? Good call, Luke. One side of the lens may be frosty.
I think I fixed it.
I think you fixed it.
Yeah.
Cool. What's up, Northwoods? Mike, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We love having all you guys in here. Wade Welter. Yes, it is too hot for Luke. Luke can't get out in this. Way too hot. No, it actually cooled down. Whisker Sticks. Yes, Blake's hand healed up just fine. He had no idea what that was, though. That was pretty insane.
It's only for like 1 day, too.
Van Ward, the peninsula will be an island soon. Yes, the peninsula pretty much is an island. Not close enough. What's up, guys? Get Slime Catfishing. Thanks for joining us. We're without Luke tonight, but we're holding it down.
Luke is not in the boat.
We are holding it down well.
We're so sorry.
It doesn't matter. Luke's moderating, and that's all that matters.
He's here.
Joe Chavez, sounds like you have thunder, birds flying over. Yes, they're big birds, big automatic birds. Looking good with the shaved head, Jacob. You got one like. Joe Chavez likes it. Oh, everyone's saying hi to Luke moderating. Everyone say hi to Luke. He's moderating.
They haven't even said hi to us.
I know. Come on.
Just say hi to Luke.
Bet you could have convinced Luke to come for a pure leaf. We have a whole cooler full of them. No, I'm kidding. We don't drink that stuff. We go straight to the hard stuff. Sprite.
Sprite. On the rock, not on the rock.
Straight up.
So we're gonna have to go in the tent now because it's starting to storm real bad.
Yep. Luke was out in a live stream and completely went through the whole thing with pouring rain. It was pretty hilarious, but these Samsungs can usually take it. But we'll go in the enclosure. It says beautiful in here. I'll give you a little boat tour real quick. I'll actually flip her around if I can figure out how to do it, Jacob. Oh, there we go.
We'll flip her around, but
I'm gonna flip this around and show you guys the boat, the setup that we're working with. I don't know why it's not working.
What happened?
Help! Cameraman.
Boom. Just do it this way.
Cool. So, check it out. Here's the boat. Can't do that. Doesn't work. Full enclosure. Going in. Going to sit down. Out of the rain. This is awesome. Can't complain about sitting out of the rain when you're in a boat. And that's why I got this boat.
How's the lighting?
Full enclosure. Nothing better.
Lighting good, or should I fix it?
Should probably fix it.
Okay. So yes, Luke will go in for a 50-pounder. It's summer right now. I'll go in for a 30-pounder.
Yeah, 30-pounder. We will jump in the water tonight. That was a big thing last time we were out. Luke kept saying 50. That's a big mark, and that's a really tough one to hit. But 30-pounder, we are jumping in. I do have 2 scales in the boat, so we can.
Do you have 2
figure
life
out.
jackets?
Oh yeah.
Say yes.
2 life jackets.
No kid.
We need to be in light.
Working on it.
All right, we got a doozy coming in here. You can't really see it that well, but it's storming. It's storming pretty good. We went through an insane storm. There's a plane going by. I'm gonna wait a second. This storm. Okay, this storm started when Jacob got to my house, and I live probably 30 miles west of here. Then we decided to drive east right into the storm the whole time. When we got there, it was raining. We put up the full enclosure extremely quickly, and we decided, let's soak some rods. That's what it's all about. Jacob's getting some light in here because it's getting a little bit dark from this storm, but we really appreciate you guys, everyone who's joining us. 85 in the stream, 35 likes. We appreciate that very much. All right, let's get to some comments here, you guys. I'm gonna get back up in here. Holy cow, I'm way behind.
Your lighting.
No, I'm not that bad. All right, Peninsula will be an island soon. That's for darn sure. This river just keeps rising and rising. It is not stopping, but we might be near the end of it here. What's up, guys? Get Slime Catfishing. I already read you. What's up, man? Full Draw Fanatics. More lighting here at the airport. Lightning, lots of lightning. We've been seeing it in the background all night. Sounds like you guys are having Thunderbirds flying over. Yes, we are. Luke's just chilling, Virginia. He's just hanging out tonight, just like we're doing, but we're on a boat and we got rods out and we have a chance at a 30, 40, 50-pounder. No Luke? Oh, Josh. Sorry, Mr. Jack Stack's Master Barbecue Man. Josh Broderick is from Kansas City. He works at the greatest barbecue joint in all of the land. It's called Jack Stack's. They make some absolutely bang up barbecue. It is the best barbecue I've ever had. I like to say I've had a lot of barbecue, but Jack Stack's. Thanks, Josh. We appreciate all of your good cooking always. Every time we go down to Kansas City, he gives us some really good barbecue and shows us how to blue catfish on the cob. It's a little bright, Jacob. I'd turn it down a little bit. Oh, it's actually not too bad. Let me show you guys these hats that we got on the website. These are the Northwoods Angling. We got them in blue. We also have them in gray as well.
Oh my God, it's getting bad out.
It is pouring right now. And thank God we have an enclosure. Jacob, you should snap that up.
I will.
But I'm going to get to some more comments. Josh Broderick, so sorry Luke's not here, but you're stuck with us. Randall, thumbs up for Jacob's shave job. Love his shaved head. That's not Mountain Dew, Jacob. Jacob is a Mountain Dew drinker. He drinks a lot of it. We didn't get to stop at the gas station because we were hurrying up to come go live for you guys. And we did. We got out here just in time for a nice short break in the weather, but now it is just absolutely pouring on us. You can probably hear it, but at least we're not getting soaked. We're in the full enclosure. We're in shorts and a t-shirt. Woo! Don't be sour. Luke won't be jumping in the river tonight. And one of you guys may. We may. And we may be jumping in a rainstorm. Hopefully lightning doesn't hit the water or else we'll be done for. Jacob said for some reason that he said, we're going to die tonight. Well, and I don't think we are. The storm's not that bad.
Look
Let
out
me get back to some comments here.
Oh, I think my phone's wet.
It is. But that's all right. There we go. Digging the shave job, buddy. Grant L. Jacob. Oh, you gotta get it. You gotta get out of that.
So let us know if you can even hear us, because it's super loud.
How's our audio? Please let us know. Grant L's digging the shave job. What's up, Josh? Gave you your shout out. You are the best.
Oh, dude, I didn't get it.
Wild Adventures. When are we catching flats on and sturge on the float? Nice haircut. Is that Owen? Owen?
Probably Owen.
Owen. We'll get down there. We're just busy. We got so much going on. Full-time jobs, kids at home. Jacob's got baseball with his son. I got a 2-year-old at home. Bradley, I hope you're in bed, but if you're watching, I love you, buddy. Good night. Papa loves you. Luke. Road Tech Matt, that boat is sick. Thank you, buddy. I absolutely love this thing. What launch did you guys get in on? We went to, what was the marina called, Jacob?
Watergate Marina.
Watergate Marina, Wade. That's where we launched at. It's pretty much the only way to access the Minnesota River. And we're on basically the last part of the Minnesota River. Shrek and Fiona 69. So if you do catch a 50, then Luke is coming out to Cannonball. If we catch a 50, Luke, please comment as Northwoods Angling and say you will come out here and do a cannonball in the river. Northwoods catches a 50 pounder on live stream. That's happening. Luke, please agree to it immediately. All right, Luke, create a petition for Minnesota to allow 2 rods per angler inland. Alvin, Luke is a part of the Catfish Workshop, so he can maybe do that for us. He is working extremely hard to do that, and we definitely love him for that. Thank you, Luke, for all that you do. You are just the greatest human being in the whole world.
Oh, they hear us.
Did you guys teach Luke everything
Good.
that he knows? Big tint? No, we didn't teach Luke everything he knows, but you know, we like to say we tried. Get slime catfishing. Jacob, how close to that camera? What kind of bait y'all using today? Joanna, we are using bullheads. We're using big bullheads. We got a big 9.5 incher on, and we also have probably a 6.5 inch bullhead. We really like using bullheads, but we cannot use any other bait, live bait really, other than
chubs.
Yeah, we can use creek chubs if you catch them, which are really good flathead bait. We call it flathead candy. But we're fishing with bullheads because it's the easiest to catch in non-infested waters, which is the rule here in Minnesota. It's unfortunate, like we said, we need to get a 2-line rule passed because we're probably one of the only states that doesn't have that rule. But you know what? When you got the rules, you got to follow them. So we got 2 rods out, we're hanging out, and we'll still hopefully catch a fish for you guys. So, get to some more comments here. Feel free to shoot us any questions about flathead fishing, catfishing in general. We'd love to help you guys however we can. That is the point of these streams. We are getting close to the camera. Oh, get slime catfishing, that's what you meant. We're getting close to the camera. It's a pretty sweet setup that we're getting, but we're getting close. We're trying to do this all organically grow Northwoods by putting all the money we get back into the company without, just doing it organically. That's exactly what we want to do. We want to grow this thing and just bring you guys as much content as we can. Live streams, help you guys out on the river to catch catfish, any type of fishing you need help with, but we are experts on the river. We are out here multiple times a week. We've been doing this for years, and it's what we love to do. Get the monster, Derek says. Yes, we will. Aaron Churchwell, miss you, buddy. Talked to you a few weeks ago. We are going to come down there next spring for the flatheads. You're going to have to bring that boat next spring. I will bring the Kingfisher if I can. Split gas, you don't even need a split gas, man. It's a 25-gallon tank. It's dirt cheap to fill up. Lasts all day or a few days for us. And we're going to go smash some flatheads. If you guys do not know Aaron Churchwell, he is an awesome guy. He is a veteran of this country. Thank you for your service, Aaron. You're a great man and an awesome catfisherman. He is also good tournament angler, and you're down in Georgia, and we're going to come down there next spring. Aaron called me, said, you need to get down here. We have an insane flathead bite, and he's talking about 50, 60, sometimes even 70-pound fish, and that, to me, for a flathead is absolutely unbelievable. I've never even seen a fish like that or heard of a fish caught like that up here in Minnesota. But you know, it could happen. But they seem to get them a lot more down south, which is awesome. Let's see if I can get back to these comments here. The screen isn't working very well, but we'll get it working. There we go. Mike Bryant, Luke Man, he's behind comments tonight. He's moderating. Whisker Sticks Fishing, $5. We love you, man. That was very, very nice of you. Full Draw Fanatics, 27.14 inches in Jordan. Pretty high. That's a high river. It's an extremely high river. I'm going to tell you a really quick story before I get to the rest of these comments. On the Minnesota River, my grandfather had a marina. I think we told you this last time when Luke was on the stream, but my grandfather had a marina out here. A big marina by the 35W bridge where Lindale ends in Bloomington. And he had a marina there. It was like, you know, from the late 50s to the early 60s. There was a giant flood. I don't remember offhand if it was 1964 or 1965, but here in Minneapolis, the Minnesota River flooded out. It took his entire boat collection. He had a boat dealership and an entire marina, and it took it out completely. So it's kind of cool for me to come back to these spots and fish, and really didn't even know that because I wasn't even alive then. But cool story about the Minnesota River, you guys. Team Ed Alexander, what do y'all think of the soft release of the Bill Dance Catfish Expo? So we went to the Catfish Conference last year. Luke and Jacob did. I missed out on that. I'll have Jacob speak a little bit on that.
It's crazy outside right now. I don't know if you guys understand. Like, it looks all nice and neat in this little corner, and we're not soaked. But let me show you something before I tell you about the Catfish Conference. Check this out. Oh, it's pouring out there. You know what we call this? Me and Peter, we call this the living room. So we just come into the living room, hang out with our rods out. So, Catfish Conference. Me and Luke got to go this year. We got to meet a lot of you guys that are in this stream, but see the sport of catfishing growing. And it was just awesome to watch, awesome to be there. I filmed it all. I haven't had the chance to get through all the footage, but I will. And I'll be able to show it to you guys, because before going, I didn't really understand how big the sport of catfishing is. And now it feels much bigger to me. It feels like it's getting closer to, you know, the bass guys or the walleye guys or what have you. So with the Catfish Conference, yes, phenomenal event, phenomenal time being there. And if you can get out there, if you have to use your fishing days to go there, I would. Most of the times I don't want to use my fishing days to not fish. But the Catfish Conference, go. I don't know if you guys can hear us because it is so loud in here. Mike Bryant, we did not get 3X shirts yet. So everybody, we have hats available on the website. We do not have shirts. We have some. We have a couple, like 2 or 3 left. The last live stream that Luke did, sold out. Everything, gone. So we have Peter getting new stuff. It's actually going to be way better quality. So we're upgrading our shirts. We actually have a new design coming out that I designed. I know you guys are going to love it.
Big TNT just bought a blue hat. Thanks, buddy.
I know you guys are going to love it, and we're just going to do also just a standard Northwoods angling t-shirt that's going to be on a cheaper price level. But we are upping the quality of stuff and hoping to keep the prices right around the same. Like those hats, you guys rock. Ever think about a flex fit? Yes, I was just talking to Peter about that tonight. Peter does all our merchandising, so if you have any questions about merchandising, talk to Peter. Peter at northwoodsangling.com.
Pete at northwoodsangling.
Pete at northwoodsangling.com. Audio's good. What kind of bait are you using tonight? We're using bullheads, big bullheads. We're up in Selkirk fishing channels, caught about 25 today. Walleye Thomas, you're in Selkirk. Dude,
oh
Selkirk.
yeah, they're in Selkirk.
We've been once. The first night, I think we got 97 fish with the 38 incher, the biggest. Loud and clear, you guys rock. Can you hear me from the rain? Don't they hold in their holes in the summer? So Mike, that That was always a question for me too, because we fish a lot of structure, we fish a lot of wood. If you go down south and ask somebody how to fish flatheads, they say go to the holes, fish the holes. And that's most of the times of the year. With us on this section of the river, I know different parts of the Minnesota can change. And in some sections, I know they do fish holes. However, we don't. We fish a lot more of the, especially in spawn and post-spawn, we're gonna fish structure to try to find those nests. And we're gonna fish feeding flats. And that's what this is. That's why we come to stream here, because it's a feeding flat. They move through here all night. So those are the two things we're gonna fish in the summer, or pretty much any time for flatheads. Structure, current seams, and that's pretty much about it. Hear you loud and clear from Indiana. Awesome. It's lightened up just a little. Maybe I'll sit like this, you can see a rod. You're going to crush them when this weather lets up. That's what Peter said earlier, so hopefully we
Full
do.
Draw said it won't be long.
Lightning and electronics bad. Nah, we're okay. I fished a world record Flathead Lake here in Kansas, but haven't had any over 40 pounds myself. I haven't found the monster holes. I do not know how to lake fish flatheads, I will tell you that. I would love to do it, I would love to try, but I've only caught them ever on rivers. Been fishing from the shore on the Mississippi, Minnesota, and St. Croix rivers with live bullheads and nothing yet this year. Grant, what are you fishing? You fishing structure, you fishing bends, you fishing seams? Let me know. Let's see, Luke's in chat. Yep, everybody, Luke's in chat. He's moderating. He'll be Northwoods angling when it comes across. What kind of bait are you using? We're using bullheads. We're frogging. You guys deserve a toad. Thanks, man. Wally Thomas was just there with okay, shallow next to structure, next to deep water. Yeah, there is deep water out here, so yeah. I mean, they do sit in the deeper water all winter long, so I would assume some of those fish call that home. I don't know. See, Luke, you're not the only one that gets behind in comments. By the way, I'm up on comments, so chat with us, guys. We're probably going to stream for about an hour, maybe 2 hours if the weather holds up, and we can hopefully get on a fish. Luke Phillips, what's up, buddy? Hey, Jacob. We'll give you a little rod view now that it's kind of settling down. Are the flatties on spawn in Minnesota? We've heard yes. We've heard that they've caught some that are healing up, so we don't know for sure. Honda how to, Jacob, wish I was there fishing. Come on, we got room. We're in Pete's boat, we got room.
Plenty of room.
We'll pick you up. You got to swim from there, though. All right, it's cleared up just a little.
Kansas, Nebraska, LaSure, North Dakota.
Oh, no. What's going on, guys? We're on the river. Beautiful little sunset. Actually, not. It's like really stormy.
All my bait's been taken all
British
over.
Columbia, subarctic. Is it cold right now?
That's awesome.
How cold is it right now? Mexico. I want to go to Mexico. I keep looking over here, but I should be looking over here. That's where you guys are. All right, Pete's gonna take a go.
Let's do it.
This way.
We have a lot of different places in the stream. Let me just get caught up here really quick. Ohio, South Dakota, Iowa, Winona, Minnesota, LeSueur, Southeast Kansas, Eden Prairie, Quincy, Illinois, Marine on St. Croix, Minnesota. We got people from everywhere in here. Thanks a lot, you guys. This is just fun to be able to bring this, bring you some knowledge about catfishing, have you see what it's all about, because we do, you know, put in a lot of time on the water, and a lot of it isn't just spent, you know, reeling a fish, one fish after another. You got to fish in different conditions all the time, which that's what we're doing. So fish in the pouring rain. We fish everywhere, no matter what the weather, especially when you got this thing. Let's just kill it. Fort St. John, British Columbia. That is pretty cool, Brandon. I was actually just up in Vernon, British Columbia, visiting my family up there. I have an uncle and an aunt and a couple cousins that I love dearly that I visited up there. One of the most beautiful countries, beautiful areas of a country. I've been to Saskatchewan, I've been to other parts of British Columbia, but that was it was pretty unbelievable. So I'm sure you live in an awesome place, because all of British Columbia is pretty amazing. Oh man, this is just fun. Just sprinkling out here. It's actually was probably a 95, 90 degree day today. Tall Sutton, Minnesota. Woodbury, Mexico. El Stan Perez, that's kind of cool. Mexico is watching right now. Just north of Stillwater, Coon Rapids. It's not cold, 80 degrees. It is not cold at all. North Dakota, Red River, represent. That's right, we love that Red River. Luke, we call him Red River Luke because he cut his teeth fishing for catfish his first time ever on the Red River, and caught a lot of channel cats up there. And only time I've been there, we absolutely destroyed the channel cats. You can see that episode on our channel, Northwoods Angling. Scroll down into the videos, into the channel catfish category, or just find it. It's fishing next to a dam, and it was a really, really fun episode. Never caught so many big fish in my entire life, and one of the most epic cat fishing trips I've ever taken. Do the overflights have the same effect as a barge bite? Fish on. I really hope so, but it is not proven tonight, because we've had about probably 10, 12, maybe 15 planes fly over us since we've got here, but that's all right. Like Jacob said, the spot produces, and it's a good place to find moving fish, feeding fish when it's a little tough to find them on this river. Catch a big one, boys. TKBA Mason, what's going on, man? Sean Britton, Kansas, fish on, bite. I wish. I'll let you see the rods though, so you can maybe find one if I'm not watching, but that clicker should scream. We got the clickers on with live bait. That's how we prefer to run our live bait. With J hooks, we use pretty big J hooks, pretty big baits. We've caught very small flatheads on very, very big baits, so we're not scared to use big baits at all. We also catch monsters on small baits. Either way, you can't go wrong with the live bait in the water. Maine, Chris Payne, that's really cool. I've been to Maine actually a couple times, Rockport area, and I loved it. There's a resort called the Samoset Resort in Rockport, Maine. I think it's Rockport. Yeah, it should be Rockport. One of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. Got in on 2 lobster boils. Could grab as many lobsters as I wanted. It was the coolest thing ever. It was a work event. I was out there a couple years ago. Loved it. Plane overhead. Pause, please, and lots of lightning. Joshua Broderick, we know where you're from. I told everybody where you're from. Kansas City, Kansas, baby. Representing the house. We got Full Draw Fanatics, Monticello, Minnesota. Great place. Unplugged charger.
Dude, you're getting wet. You gotta come back.
You gotta come in. All right, we're coming in. Give me a sec. That's the beauty of it. We can just come in. And we're golden. To the living room. I can't get that off the screen. That's okay. We'll figure it out. So shoot us comments. Shoot us some questions, you guys. We want to answer any and all questions tonight about, again, catfishing, fishing in general. Any Northwoods questions you have for us. Any questions about any videos you've seen of ours, we would love to answer them. So sorry Luke couldn't join us. He had just the most important business trip ever, doing really, really important business. I mean, would you say it was pretty significant?
Super important.
Yeah, it was. So he couldn't join us.
So I have a question for you, Pete.
What's that?
What is something that you can do that maybe the audience doesn't know? Do you have some sort of special talent? Can you play? Nothing? I don't, but where are you getting at with this? Do you, Jacob? No. Do you?
I can't think of any special talents. Can you think of any special talents that I have?
You don't have any special talents?
I do, but I can't really think of one right now. Maybe fishing, sitting, we call it sometimes, what we're doing right now, but we'll bring you a fit.
We always said if we were going to start a guide service, it would be called the sitting guide service.
Sitting guide service.
Because we just sit here.
So,
I mean, sometimes we move, but most of the time we just sit here.
Northwoods guide sitting service. Do you guys agree? Give us a comment.
Thumbs up if you do.
Monticello, Minnesota. Virginia. We love Virginia. James River. Awesome place to fish in the fall. Maybe the whole time of the year, but we fish there in the fall. And
we got our butts kicked, but I'll tell you one thing. I think it's one of the one of the hardest rivers I've ever had to fish because of the tidal current, back and forth, and not knowing anything about that. Our current never changes. I mean, it goes faster, but it's always going one of these ways.
It's one of the craziest things
way.
you've ever seen. The current will be going that way, and then the
flip your
current
boat.
will be going that way.
Yeah.
And you get stagnant tide, high tide, and low tide, which usually means that it's not good fishing because you want those changing tides. Just a whole nother animal. It's like combining a river and an ocean in one, and we fished in both, so it was just kind of a unique situation.
It was super cool.
And we did that with David Ashby. David Ashby, hope you're joining us tonight.
Where are you, Dave?
Dave! We miss you, buddy.
All right, let's get through some comments. I'd say the fish are spawning. You're probably right.
Where are you on the Mississippi? No, we are on the Minnesota River, actually. And we think we're in the middle to the end of spawn right now.
We launched on the Mississippi.
We did.
Now we're in the Minnesota.
We actually did.
If that helps.
So I could see how that was a little bit misleading, because the thumbnail is from a known marina on the Mississippi River that has a pirate ship. In case you were wondering, that was a pirate ship.
We were not in the ocean. Let's see. Dude, fantastic. Wish I was thinking. Thanks, buddy. Wish I was fishing. Thanks, bud. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Oh, I just got smashed. Take this. Oh, his big bait just got smashed.
We're going to give it a second.
Hold on.
We're going to give her a second because in spawn, they like to mess with your bait sometimes. Sometimes they'll smash your bait and just move it out of the way. I want that fish to be moving. I want it to be moving away from me. He's like fully crossed on your line.
Oh, he's way under? Van Ward, $5. Get your camera, guys. Thanks, man. We appreciate it so much. We're so close.
Thank you. Hopefully we get a fish here. I don't know if that was the bait because this is a really large bait, so we don't want to be alarmed right now.
That was not the bait. What's up, everyone? PGH bottom feeders. Somebody said, I think you just got hit. He did. That thing is eating it. Noisy rain, but here you find. Do you ever fish for fun like bass or something? Yes. We all do. Luke loves bass fishing. I like bass fishing as well.
Just the other week it was awesome.
Yeah, we might have an episode of some night largemouth. I still have to look through the footage.
Oh, I don't want to keep the rod tip in the air. I just saw lightning.
You guys should do a shore fishing live video. It would be great to see your setup fishing from shore and how you analyze the river structure. Alvin, we did a live stream from the shore before, so go check it out. It was an old live stream. I don't remember what it's called.
Not have the fish out.
It's not a fish?
No.
Are you reeling in?
Yep. It's way in this tree, so I gotta go.
Tips for fishing during the spawn. So I got a tip the other day. Let me know if you guys agree or don't agree. The tip was that... Do you have a fish? Are you sure? Okay. The tip was that during spawn, use cut bait, not live bait. And the reasoning behind it was that any live bait... Was that lightning? Ugh. Any live bait would be considered like an enemy, and cut bait would be considered food.
Are you on me?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna cast this out. You guys can maybe see it. It's pretty dark out right now. Woo!
So in spawn, cut bait works. What keeps you guys motivated to keep making videos? I'm gonna turn it around for this one because I like to explain this. And the light's right on me. There. What keeps us inspired to keep making videos? For me, I love filming. I love editing. I love doing photography. So for me, fishing is probably about 50% of the enjoyment. Doing the filming, doing the editing when I'm at home, and all of that, I get so much enjoyment out of it. The other thing is my kid loves to watch it. So I love doing it for him. I love doing it so I can go back and experience the same fish I caught and remember most of it. Because most of a lot of the big fish I do remember, but a lot, you just forget parts. That's what happens. You get older, you forget stuff. Just like the big shark video. I just went and watched it the other day, and a couple of things I'd forgotten. So That's what inspires me. Peter, what inspires you to make videos?
Everything inspires me. You inspire me, truthfully, because you do some really awesome editing job. This guy is the best editor, and it's all self-taught. Every single bit of it, Jacob taught himself. And honestly, he inspires me, Luke, and Blake every day because, you know, we just see how awesome these videos turn out to be and how he can capture what we do unlike anything. So it's actually,
thanks.
You inspire me, Jacob.
God, shucks, Peter. Let's see. I got a flathead on a bluegill head last weekend between 2 rods with bullheads on them. There you go, cut bait. Cut bait.
They love it in the spawn.
Yeah, in spawn. I agree. Virginia's my home. I agree. Somebody else said I agree. Ever fished the Big Sioux before? I've never. I don't know if Luke has or not. Luke, let him know if you have, if you're still in here. Is that a 2175 extreme shallow kingfisher? No, it is an 1875
Falcon XL.
Falcon XL. Check it out. It's a super sweet boat. Look at it. I mean, come on. Come on. Should I do this? You guys like the bald head better? What was the outcome of Blake's hand? Did he ever find out what happened? He did not. I think it was just an allergic reaction. We're guessing from the stomach acids. Let me sit down.
He woke up the next day and it had mostly gone away.
He woke up the next day and it was gone, so let's see. Oh, I just hit the bottom button. There we go. I enjoyed watching you guys snag some sturgeon in my backyard in the St. Croix. Thanks. Really, Blake's the inspirer of the sturgeon through the ice. And Blake gets us on those big fish. We have just a blast with doing it, and we could have made so many more videos, but we just didn't want to inundate you guys with so many sturgeon through the ice. We want to mix it up a little bit for you. Every time I watch, I miss you guys actually catching fish, so you need to get one. We are trying. This is a feeding ground, so we're hoping something will come through. We didn't want to have to move a lot tonight. Most nights we'll move every 20-25 minutes in a post-spawn condition or a spawn condition, but there's huge storms right now, so we're staying put. Let's go. What about the photo of all you guys? For me, signed, Luke Phillips. Yeah, shoot us an email again, Luke. We'll get that to you. Have you guys caught anything yet? We have not. We are trying. Not yet, big fish. We thought Pete had a bite. I still think it was something picking it up and moving it. You're on a boat fishing the bank. We are. Good point. Dinner time, be back in a few. We'll see you. Attention everyone. Another supply of PGH bottom Peter shirts came in today. Place your orders now. After you go buy a Northwoods angling shirt.
Yes.
My shirt will be worth the wait. Yes, Mike, it'll be... You're going to have to pick which one you want, because there is a new design, and it's super sweet.
And we'll hook you up with something for the weight, buddy.
Yeah. How shallow can you run that boat, Pete?
I can run it in 1.5 feet.
1.5 feet of water.
But usually like 2 feet if I can.
It's got a 115 Honda on the back?
No, it's a Yamaha.
Dude, that rod. Rub the bullhead on your braid. You'll get one for sure, I promise. Rub the bullhead on your bald head.
On your braid.
I shaved it. I'm not bald. I didn't even know you had hair. You're always wearing a hat. I had just shaved it tonight. Luke, are you still here? There's a new phrase going around. Whisker sticks, snitch on fish. What? Nice, Tim. I got a stain on my River Monster shirt. Oh no, Terry. No.
Just got to order another one.
You might have to go to northwoodsangling.com/shop and go order another one. Any tips on fishing the river with the high water? Are the fish still in the main river channel? What does high water do to the bite?
Very good question.
All very good questions. So let's start with question 1. Are the fish still in the main river channel? Yes and no. Both. There are fish that will take refuge in the main river channel in the off-current spots. But you will not find a flathead right now out in the main current. So that super fast water, you cannot fish that.
They might go out there periodically, but you're not going to...
They might go to move, but do not go fish that. Do not go target that right now. during super high water. Find those off current spots. Usually we like to find a spot that has 2 inside current seams. And since it's not raining, I'll show you what that is, maybe. All right, so you can see, this is a little of reading the river. You can see, let's see, how do I point? These spots, this right here is a current seam. You can see where it changes the speed, okay? Really fast out here, slower in here. Now you can see if I move, another current seam here, okay? Little faster here, really fast out here. So this is an inside current seam right here. Also, this one, this is all inside current seam, okay? So we put baits. That just clicked.
Big bait. We
put baits on this current seam and this current seam, okay? So any traveling fish that is coming to said off current spot, we pick up. So that's how we target flats in high water, off current spots. Tonight, we're not moving around. I know you probably want us to, but it's still storming. It's gonna storm more, I think. Kind of looks like the sun's coming out, doesn't it, Peter?
Yeah, looks like it's gonna be a little sunset for us.
That'd be nice. I think we'd get a fish then.
Yes.
So we're not gonna move. We're fishing a feeding shelf area between 2 current seams and hopefully able to pick up a fish. So I hope that answered your question. Shave your mustache and slap it on your head, make a monobrow. I've always wanted to see if I could do like, just cut this out right here and just do the straight handlebar.
Full Sons of Anarchy.
Straight handlebar. Throw a thumbs up if you want me to do a handlebar. I might do it. Pete's boat looks amazing. Mike, it is. Check it out.
Could spray you guys with the wash down there.
He's got a wash down. Don't spray me. Standing here for fighting fish. Obviously, I'm standing on one. There's a back platform to stand on as well.
I elected to not get the jet boat because usually all jets have the big old jet console where the motor comes out right here, and it just gets in the way. I mean, you can get around it, but I'd rather hop up on these platforms and give a little bit more room in the back, just for, you know, rod holders, rod rack, that kind of thing. So.
Good point. We are going to build a rod rack for this boat because he needs one like right here. Patriot brother. Oh yeah, anybody see the Patriot rod?
It's pretty sweet.
All American. Another Tomcat, custom. He'll do anything for you. Give him a call. Do you ever fish log jams? All the time. Most of the time. If we were going to be moving spots tonight, we'd be hitting a log jam next. How far up the Minnesota did you go? Couple miles? Couple miles?
3 miles.
3 miles?
Yeah.
Something like that. You can't use gills, or we can't use gills at all here in Minnesota. Gotta go. Good luck. See you, bud. Gotta bring you guys up to a spot on Goose River. There was a guy that just caught a record-breaking channel cat. We love channels.
Where's the Goose River?
Where's the goose, Honda?
Tell us. We got a question for you guys. Here's a good one. What got you started fishing? Those of you fishermen in the stream, I assume fishermen and fisherwomen. What got you guys fishing? What, not, you know, inspires you, but what got you fishing? What was the first fish that hooked you or made you fish a whole bunch more? You know, I fished as a kid my whole life, but what got me into it and so hardcore like we do at Northwoods was my first flathead catfish. So tell us what your fish of choice or what got you hooked on the sport of fishing, and we'd love to hear it, and that's what we just like to see. We like to see how other people got started, and so shoot us a message.
Van Ward says we're out of the heavy stuff the rest of the night. What up? We're gonna get a fish. You look like a young Jamie from Mythbusters. Seriously.
Who was that?
I was going for the Jax Teller. It didn't work.
Yes!
CPR fisherman, should you sport? Go to the handlebars. Yeah. Slack water for flatheads. Yep. They come to feed here. What year's the boat?
My boat's a 2017.
Is it?
2016?
I don't know.
It's a 16 or 17. It's pretty new.
17.
They're cooler now.
Chase
Each year they
Top!
come out, they're cooler.
I coached him in baseball. What's up, Chase? Good to see you in here, buddy.
Yeah, hope
We're
you're working
fishing.
on that swing and hope you're catching.
We're fishing in lightning. Don't do it. North Dakota, it literally runs right next to Red River in Hillsboro. My dad got me into fishing. I caught my first bass.
Awesome. Virginia bass. They're
Terry
awesome.
Atkins says his mom loved the
Catbuster.
catfish.
Catbuster, your mom got you into catfishing. That's really sweet, man. That is really cool.
That's
How's
awesome.
Michael doing, buddy?
I fish mostly salmon and trout on the south shore of the Superior, and it was with my grandpa. Took me out, and we killed the brown trout.
Grandpas and dads are the best, the very best, and they usually get you into the sport if you got one that fishes.
Pete's dad fished a lot.
Grandpa fished a lot too.
Pete's dad brought me fishing a lot.
True.
So. Started fishing because catfish out of my grandparents' pond. But then later started ice fishing pike, and that's when I really started to enjoy fishing.
Every day. Pike fishing's awesome.
But ice fishing? Really?
You like pike fishing through the ice, don't lie.
If I can sit in the truck. Carp down in Wabasha on the dam. I was 6. That's awesome. It was a good shot. I caught a big smallmouth bass when I was about 7, and I've been addicted ever since.
Awesome.
So since this question, let me answer this question for you guys as well. If you guys didn't know, your Jax Teller,
Mythbusters guy.
Jax Teller / Mythbusters guy, grew up in Norway. So I started fishing when I was really young with my dad. And he actually sells commercial fishing line all over the world, still lives in Norway. I have 2 half-sisters in Norway. So I got started fishing in Norway. I think I have a picture when I was 2 or 3 with a shark.
That's sweet.
From the fjords. So any Norwegians in here, Vorden har du det. Was taken to the Fox River in Illinois when I was a teenager, and I caught a 20-plus pound carp day 1. I was hooked forever. Carp fight phenomenal.
Love carp.
I've been fishing since before I could walk. Hey, thanks guys for all the thumbs up. We got 65 right now. There's 87 in the stream. We've had donations. Thank you for all the support. Peter and I, Minnesota River, fishing for flatheads if you're just joining. And we have not caught anything yet. The storm is just passing, Peter.
It is.
So I think...
Post-front conditions. Post-front conditions.
Post-front, post-spawn monsters.
Let's
do it.
We're feeling it. You guys are feeling it. Thank you for the all the love.
My dad started me out on bass fishing. A lot of dads, a lot of grandpas. I love to see that.
Love that.
Tomorrow's my birthday, spending it on the river, hoping to put some weight on the bank. Heck
Happy
yeah.
birthday, CPR. That's awesome, man.
Yeah. My dad is gone. He passed away this year from cancer. Virginia.
Mine did too. So I definitely feel you there. It's one of the hardest things I've ever had to deal with, but you keep pushing on, keep fishing for your dad. That's what I do, and that's what we make these videos for. Dads are always watching, even if they're not with us.
He's up there. I got pulled around on a paddle boat by a big pike and have been hooked since. That's so awesome. Cool. Rainbow trout in western North Carolina.
Caught trout when I was very young, and that hooked me as well. That's awesome.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
In Montana in the mountains.
If you guys didn't know, me and Peter went to high school together.
We did.
We lost touch after graduation. And then you saw like a
sturgeon.
A picture of the sturgeon. And he messaged me.
Yeah.
Messaged me, what, 5 years ago? 6 years?
5 or 6 years ago.
5 or 6 years ago. And said, let's fish.
We fished that night.
We fished that night. And like 5 other times that next 2 weeks. So we've been fishing ever since.
And then Northwoods was started.
Yeah. I'm a waller fisherman by heart, but the kicker was I went fishing with a coworker. He catfishes daily almost. My first cat was 5-pound flat off a bridge on a 9-inch bullhead.
That's so sweet.
Some people get lucky. I brought a buddy out. I don't know if Chad's in the stream, but I brought him out his first catfish. We fished for 8 hours straight. At the end of the 8 hours, he caught a 50-pound flathead. First fish. I used to catch carp at a local lake in Columbia Heights. I like carp fishing. 100% Norwegian. Yes, Honda. What's up, buddy? Let's see. Honda to Norway. Checking out, guys. Good luck. See you, Van Ward. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for the donation.
Mom taught me how to fish, Tony. Oh my gosh, did you guys see that lightning? At a young age, for a little fish on a hook and a bobber, when I felt the first big bass on the end of the line, I was hooked for life. It's those big fish, and that's what we're about here at Northwoods. The big fish, that's why we sit out here night after night with nothing. No, we catch a lot of big fish. It's just really weird conditions right now. Seeing a 106-pound flathead my dad caught on a limb line got me started when fishing. 106 pounds. That is a massive fish. Throwing a Barrett and some Roosevelt glasses, Mr. Heinerman. What is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll avoid that one.
All right.
Just because we don't know what it is.
I don't know what that means. I normally ice fish with a shanty and heater, so it's pretty much just like fishing while in a truck.
We do a lot of ice fishing up in Minnesota as well.
I come out when they have it set up.
Exactly.
Dad took me bass fishing, Mom took me catfishing. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
First flat was 27 pounds. Game on, hardcore ever since. Patriot Catfish is, okay, sorry. Where you at, Jacob? St. Croix is blowing out and about to get much worse.
Everything's getting
Eric,
much worse.
we're on the Minnesota River. It's in the woods. We should probably be fishing in the woods, but...
Yeah, and whoever said we're fishing on a boat, but we're fishing on a bank, it's because of this high water, and this high water is real tough to fish, you know, anything other than up against the bank to get out of the current.
Oh, Luke says we just had our first 100,000 views in the last 28 days.
That's awesome.
That's super awesome.
Thanks, Luke, for going over all those analytics for us.
Yeah. Is the back end cool? Are you in like the editing room, Luke? Let us know. No, there is like you can moderate through the computer. It's cool. I've almost broke 20K, LOL. What's that mean, Tim? Sons Rock, yes. Sons of Anarchy, yes. My dad was Canada, got a bullhead and now channels. Catfish Weekly! Lyle! What's up, brother? We haven't caught anything yet.
We're trying, though.
The storm just passed, so we're hoping they're going to start moving now. Do a show with Jeremy Wade. Alvin, he contacted us, so... Just kidding. No, he didn't. We actually fished in Texas the same time Jeremy Wade did. We fished next to him. We got a bigger fish, so you can see that video too.
We have well over 100,000. We hit 1.1 million.
Oh, 1.1 million
just
total.
in the last 28 days. That's awesome, Luke.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Probably playing Fortnite. Yeah, he probably's taking breaks from Fortnite.
Congrats.
To give us Northwood stats.
Thanks, guys. Oh, view watch time 20K minutes in 28 days. 20K minutes. That's, awesome. That's different. Fortnite's not working. Now I'm just wishing I was in the boat. Yeah, you should be out here, Luke.
Yeah, we'll pick you up.
What's the biggest channel cat you guys have caught or heard of caught, and any tips for catching channel cats?
Great question, Rob G. So I don't know about you, Jacob. The biggest channel cat that I've ever seen was, unfortunately, you know, we don't weigh our fish very often. I'm not going to lie to you. We measure our fish and get length and girth and we estimate it. Weighing our fish is not something that's super important to us because we can get extremely accurate just by getting the length and girth and doing an accurate calculation. So
that's what was on my leg.
Channel cat fishing. How we channel catfish is usually you channel catfish in the channel. That's why they're called channel catfish. But current seams work really well too. We fish with cut bait. Freshest. What? Oh, sorry.
Little buddy.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
Look. You can see my gray beard and you can see this sweet frog. So we got a little buddy. He was actually in the boat last time we were there. They out in the middle of the river sometimes. Tree frogs will just hop on your boat and hop on the motor. We see them all the time out here. It's kind of cool. But again, channel cat fishing. The biggest channel cat I've ever seen was probably in the low 30-pound range. It was pushing 40 inches. And we caught a whole heck of a lot of catfish, channel catfish, over 28 pounds or over 38 inches up in Selkirk, Manitoba, Canada. That is the greatest place to catch them. You can catch them in different lakes and rivers, big ones. Colorado has monsters. Wisconsin, there's a lake that a few Northwoods episode was filmed on that caught absolute monsters. So biggest fish probably in the low 30-pound range. I've yet to see a 40-pounder. How about you, Jacob? Biggest channel catfish you've ever seen?
I saw a picture. Does that count? I saw a picture of somebody that posted from the Mississippi River on Pool 2. I mean, the picture was real. I don't know if it came from Pool 2, but it was like 40 pounds. But the biggest we've ever caught was yours. That was like 39 inches
Yeah,
or whatever.
probably. It was pushing 40 inches. It was a giant.
Yeah.
And we got it on film. It was pretty much the first fish of the entire trip.
It was.
It was unbelievable. Probably the best trip I've ever been on. Rob G, that was a great question, man. Panfish, Fortnite. Luke, I'm not going to PC, come with me. Everyone's talking to Luke in here. That's awesome. But any questions you guys got, we'd love to answer them. PGH, bottom feeders, 22 pounds, 6 ounce. Mike, still need to come to KC. We were actually in Kansas City earlier this spring we were there? Yeah. It was in May. We came to Kansas City. We fished the Caw. We met up with Josh Broderick down there, and we fished and camped by ourselves for a night. And then we actually went north because the bite wasn't very good for us. We caught a few fish, but we weren't putting any monsters in the boat, so we moved, went north. And it was a tough trip for us, but it was fun. It was my first trip to Missouri, and I'm telling you that it is nothing like that river. Get out and fish it. It's twice the river that, as far as current goes, dangerous and different fishing. It's twice the river that the rivers I'm used to fishing here in Minnesota, the Mississippi River and the Minnesota River, and the St. Croix. It's crazy. Eric Duffy, in waters that flooded as today, can you pan around and describe how and where you set up? Thanks, bud. Did you already read that one? No. So Jacob explained a little bit, but I'm going to pan around here. This is the main river. You can see right here that the current is raging, and it doesn't look like it's going that fast, but it's going pretty fast out there. There's a current seam right here, and there's another one right here. So we like those two current seams. We've mentioned that in a couple of live streams and in a couple of videos, but in high water, the two current seams. You got the main one out in the river right there, and then you got another one right here. We fish on that inside, and then we get a bait right there. But we really move all around. So I'm gonna move over. We got this little inlet here. Oh my gosh, this frog is on my neck.
It is.
It's close. Give you guys a close-up of the gray beard there. How do you like the gray beard? I'm getting super gray. Love it though. So check this out. There's this little inlet here. It's actually, usually water's moving out of it, and water is moving in it right now. I've never fished it when it's been this high and water's been running that way. Could be why it's a little bit slower fishing for us right now, but we still have a really good feeling about tonight. We'll probably get one. It can be like this at the spot. You can go 20, 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half without a fish, and then all of a sudden, boom, a monster smashes your bait. So we're putting in the time. That's what we're doing. If you have any more questions about that setup, let me know. But the big thing is just running live bait. We like to run the livest, most craziest bait that you can get that makes the most action. For us, it's bullheads. We don't have many other choices. It's tough to catch creek chubs. Got a couple really good spots by my house out on the west side of the Minneapolis area, over in the Minnetonka Hopkins area. But it's just, they're tough to come by, and they're tough to keep alive. I love creek chubs. There's nothing better some time of the year. In the spring, they're really, really good. Early summer during spawn, sometimes they like those smaller baits with a little bit more action, but creek chubs, if you can get them, fish them. They're deadly. Virginia fishermen, that's awesome. It's so good to see everybody from all over the country, even different countries in the stream. Put a 1 ounce weight on a big chunk of bullhead and let it wag behind the boat. That's a good idea, vintage audiophile. We might do that. I think we want to move one of these baits inside here because there's another current seam from actually the current that's going in there, where usually it's going out. Did that rod just get smashed?
I just moved mine in there a little.
I thought that rod just might have got hit, but I don't think it did. Good idea, vintage. And frogs, yes, Luke is commenting on that. Frogs are the best bait ever for channel cats up north, but they're good really everywhere. And for big channel cats, frogs, no matter where you are, even if you're in current, they love frogs. So catch some frogs at your local pond. Make sure you're doing it legally, and if you got a slot limit or something like that you're abiding by. Come fish the Mighty Mommy in Ohio. CPR, we would love to do that. I know there's some great, big, well-known tournaments out there as well, and we would love to come out there and fish. We don't know that river very well, but we're pretty well connected. We reach out to people all the time. We're fishermen just like every one of you out there. We're not some complete professional fishermen, but we ask for advice from people. We contact people in local areas, and we just go try new things. We don't always, we're not always. I don't know what I was getting at there. I had to do something with Jacob, but anyways, frogs are great bait, Adam. Yes, they are, just like Luke said.
Okay, bye.
Frogs. We're insane frogs.
$200 donation. For
Smelt walleye, Thomas. You guys are in Selkirk right now, and you donated $200. Let me wait until this plane goes by, because that's pretty special, man. I met your buddy. His name is escaping me. Comment your buddy's name. I'm probably a little behind on comments, but Walleye Thomas just donated $200.
I think every time we get a $200 donation, we're gonna get a fish. Because look at this.
Unreal.
Look at.
Oh, that's a fish. Let me turn him around. Here we go. All right, Jacob. Stick him if you're ready, buddy.
I'm not. I don't know.
All right, guys. It's going to go down.
Smash it. He just slowly picked it up, which makes me wonder if he's just got it. I saw him moving it, though. I know it's a fish.
Has he still got it?
Yeah. It's weird. It's through some wood.
Ugh.
There.
All right, give him the business. You miss him, you get him.
It wasn't wood.
Wow. Sometimes they take you into the wood. Oh, look at that beautiful shirt Jacob's got on, though.
Well, if you wanted to know how tomcats work.
It's about as much as you can give it right there. That's really disappointing.
It was a fish. I just recasted it.
Get a lot of short bites out here during the spawn, post spawn. Looks like you got it out though. Did you get the fish?
No.
Oh, that would have been so sick.
I got the bait.
Oh, you got the bait back. You get rashed up pretty good.
I hooked him, rehooked him. Somehow.
Oh gosh!
Look at this.
He's rashed up big time. How'd you hook that thing?
I had it sideways and it slipped through it.
Oh gosh!
Flipped around, rehooked. Look at this.
Oh.
The fish was so close to the hook. Let's get another one back out there.
Man. That's super, super crappy. I can't.
Walleye Thomas, thank you.
Walleye
so much.
Thomas, that's what happens when we get a donation. That's awesome. I think I found a new channel cat spot myself. A severe outflow. Same here on the dad and cancer, Luke Phillips. I'm sorry about that, buddy. That's too bad. We're gonna get a flathead for our dads tonight. Have you guys tried vertical jigging with green sunfish? No, I actually haven't. With sunfish, we can't really use them here in Minnesota. You can on the border of Wisconsin if you're on the Wisconsin side, but no, that'd be a good tactic to try. Ever tried noodling? Peter sent 123. No, I have not tried noodling. I don't really want to get in that water.
Check out
Do
the
you?
color of this bullhead.
Look at that thing.
Yellow.
That was our thumbnail on a live stream once. Is a bullhead that color.
Okay, so Blake gives me crap all the time about how I hook my fish. So diagonal up,
was a
so
little
I
deep.
can't rehook.
Hooked it a little deep. I'm not gonna lie, but that's all right, Jacob. I think you'll still get one. Back to the noodling thing. No, I have not tried noodling. Jacob, have you tried noodling? I don't think you have.
I will not try noodling.
Yeah, I'm not either. I don't want to get in the water. Do you? I mean, you kidding me?
I'd love to get in the water. I like these hands.
Yeah, I'm good on snapping turtles, biting my
Snapping
fingers off and all
fingers.
that. It sounds cool. I follow a couple people that are big noodlers just to see the caliber fish that they pull out of the water. That I just get more enjoyment out of catching them, and it's more it's instead of finding where they live and grabbing them out of there, we're actually catching them, and it's just more of a challenge to me, and it's just what we think about all the time. It's our hunt. That's what we hunt for. Patriot Catfishers of America, Grandpa, Yes, sir. Grandpas are the best, and they love when they get people into fishing. That's there's nothing better. I know Blake's grandfather got him into fishing as well. What made you want to start Northwoods? We were always out on the river fishing. Always. Me, Luke, Jacob, Blake. That's all we did was we were out on the river fishing. So we decided. I mean, Jacob loves filming. We all love trying to capture and bring to other people what our love is. So we did it. And we didn't start off the best quality videos. We didn't talk the best on camera. We still aren't, the greatest, camera people ever, but we have fun doing it and we put out good content. And like I said, Jacob is self-made at this. He has taught himself how to edit and do everything. He does all of our editing and he does a phenomenal job. So like I said earlier, what our progression as Northwoods and how awesome quality the videos are, when we can get drone footage and we can put together a good video, that's what I love. That's kind of answers your question about what got us into it, but just fishing every night and being out on the river and just wanting to share it with other people. Any tips for lake sturgeon? Literally find where the bottom of the channel is on the river. Next to the edge, where a ledge comes down, where the drop off is, and set up right there. They like to travel along that. It's pretty random with those things. You can mark them. So if you mark a bunch of fish on the bottom or on your side imaging or down imaging, set up on them, and there's no mistaking a sturgeon mark. So
summer's super hard.
Summer's very, very hard to fish. We don't even start targeting sturgeon until the fall, even though we can fish them during the summer now, legally catch and release, which is pretty cool. We didn't used to be able to do that on the St. Croix River, and now we're able to. That's our big sturgeon fishery. It's the St. Croix River and the Rainy River up north. But the way you fish them, put a hook, usually a circle hook. We don't fish with anything but circle hooks for sturgeon with a ball of crawlers. And if you can get, some crappie minnows or some sort of fatheads or even a cut sucker, shad, if you can get them legally. They're messing with our regulations around here with the cast nets and all that. But if you can get shad, they love them, especially on the St. Croix River. And if you can get them, if you can target them legally with it. But big ball of crawlers, as many as you can fit on that circle hook with a weight that'll stay on the bottom just enough so you can see a rod tip. And big thing, bite indication. Your rod will not just double over with a sturgeon. It usually doesn't happen. Once in a while it does, but it usually doesn't. They bite it like a sunfish. Boom, boom, boom. And we use circle hooks, and right when they bite it, it means they picked it up in their big old sucker mouth, and you reel down on them and you have it hook itself just like a circle hook's supposed to do. So that's how we fish sturgeon. Talking about it kind of makes me want to go sturgeon fishing.
Right? The spawn makes me want to go sturgeon fishing.
All right, trying to get through some of these comments and get caught up for you guys here. Any new merchandise coming out? Yes, we are getting new merchandise. We have a bunch of hats. We have these blue hats here, blue snapback hats. Really, really nice hat. Jacob's actually got the black and gray one on right now. That's a really sweet hat. That's kind of Luke's trademark, is the black and gray. This one's a little different than the one you see him with. That is completely trashed, and he won't get a new one. But whatever, we'll get him a new one. Yes, we are. So the new merchandise we are getting. I'm going to wait until we actually get it ordered, which is kind of happening as we speak. But we have a new shirt for you guys, a new t-shirt, the River Warrior series, and we also are going to have more of the Flathead Catfish River Warrior series. We're also going to have a plain Northwoods t-shirt, and we're going to have some hoodies. So we'll have plenty of stuff in stock soon. Get into that website and order something. We'd love to sell it to you guys. And all the money goes back into making these videos and putting out more content for you guys. So daughter got a 39.5-inch last year up in Selkirk. That is a giant walleye, Thomas. Wow. I'm glad you guys are up there fishing. You were up there with your daughter before, so I'm glad you go up there because that place is absolutely unbelievable. What do you think, Jacob?
So I have a question for all of you, and something that we've been debating at Northwoods, and it's always a big debate for us. Are you caught up on comments?
No.
You're not? Okay.
So we haven't even got to walleye, Thomas.
Let's get caught up on comments. Then I'll ask you the question about, is that frog still on you?
Oh, is it?
I don't know. Where was it?
It was on my neck. Where did it go,
gone?
you guys?
I don't know where it went.
Oh, well.
All
I
right.
ate it.
Luke said that frog though. Size weights are we using? We're using 5 on the inside. Wow, look at that. And I think we got an 8 on this outside rod. Frog lover. Jeez. Now we're to the walleye, Thomas. 200. Thanks again, man. We really appreciate it. Oh, it's Canadian because you're in Selkirk. That's awesome.
Yes. That's more money. It's like $500.
No, is it? It's like $5,000. Oh my gosh. Kidding. Thanks. Really, really appreciate it, Walleye Thomas. It's super awesome. How do you guys rig your frogs for bait? Luke taught me how to rig frogs for bait. Circle hook through.
Oh, that's it. Flip it around.
Oh, fishy! Ready?
Yep, ready. Get him out of that wood. Oh, gosh! Nuh-uh. Did that just happen?
Dude,
Did it just happen? What did it do?
I don't know. I hooked him and then it hit wood.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, it felt so good.
That was an absolute heartbreaker right there.
Oh.
Did you see how pissed Jacob got? He smashed his rod into the water. Oh, it's what happens out here sometimes. It's just unfortunate. I heard of a guy actually comment on social media. It said, he's been fishing a whole bunch this year. He said, I have not caught a fish this year or last year. Missed a whole bunch of them. It's just the way it goes when you're flathead fishing. Sometimes you miss them.
I usually use bigger hooks. That's my problem. This is a pretty small J hook. Do you have a bigger one?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Where?
You're going to have to go underneath.
I will do
This
that.
one.
I want a bigger one.
We like really big J hooks. They work really well for live rigging flatheads. Hey, mans. Jonathan Bevins. What's going on, man? Glad you joined us tonight. They're under one of them in my... It could be behind the... It's right here. Getting Jacob taken care of with some tack.
That's not it.
It's not?
It's jigging right.
Oh, is it? Then there's one underneath there, or else they're behind here.
Oh, yeah. That's right here.
Don't know why it sent it in Canadian. That's all right. We'll still take it all day long, Walleye Thomas. Thanks, buddy. Howdy. Howdy, Luke. Luke's saying howdy to people. Tell him how, Luke. 45 angle by the adipose. Have you guys ever seen Luke miss a fish on live stream? I don't think he's ever done it. He's like 100% hook ratio.
So look at the difference here. This is the hook I usually use. Look at how small that hook was. Yeah.
Real small guy. You can definitely see it. Yeah, if Luke was here, he'd show us exactly what to do. Jacob's actually an excellent flathead fisherman. Usually he hooks them. I've been actually really good on hook ratio this year. I'm usually the one to miss the fish, so I can't believe it was Jacob this time. But twice. And I've actually had really good hookup percentage. It's just all my flatheads this year have been like one fish, and we get it on video, and we can't, put it together for 5 or 6 fish.
So good lead in. Good lead in. Are you caught up?
Almost. Hey, son, Catfish Weekly. Lyle, your son? Oh, that's actually Luke, isn't he? Luke's your son. Jacob's got other fathers in the catfishing industry
Clay
as well.
Morrow from Sons of Anarchy.
That's his father. Cliff Burrows, jump in. Well, if Jacob would have hooked one of those 2 fish that he just whiffed on, we might have to jump in, because 30-pounder, we're jumping in. Without a doubt, I'll do it. Jacob will do it, no questions asked. How many batteries do you have on that boat for all the lighting? I actually have...
12.
I only had one deep cycle. That
No, that lighting.
Oh, for all the lighting. All we have is portable lighting. They're not hooked to the battery or anything like that. It's just all portable lighting with battery packs. So we have 12 batteries for it that we just keep running.
Huge batteries.
I run these red lights in my boat. You can kind of see them. Circle around a little bit there on the side there. Run those red lights just to keep the bugs away. Bugs. Well, the bugs don't seem to attract to them like they do with the white light. Good luck, guys. I got to edit some videos. Panfish, you go edit some videos. I know how challenging that is.
Dude,
and I know how time consuming that is. What monster what?
Blue. Panfish.
How big was your blue, Panfish? Tell us in the comments. Don't go quite yet. If you're ever back to Texas for Gar and you got room, let me know. I'm down. Looks like fun. Walleye Thomas, yes. We'll be going soon. We're trying to figure it all out. It's been kind of crazy.
We're picking dates tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're picking dates extremely soon, and we're getting it on the calendar.
Didn't Walleye Thomas just get a kingfisher?
Did you, Walleye Thomas?
I think so.
I'm from Oklahoma, so no noodling for me. No thanks. Adam.
Dilly dilly.
Get him on that lot. Get him on rod and reel. That's what we love. But nothing against the noodlers. It's cool. Virginia Fisherman, $1. We love you. Thank you. Awful nice of you.
Glad you made it. Almost.
81 thumbs up now. That's awesome. I'm babysitting bullheads at JT's. LOL. I'm ready for the sturgeon without the cold. Yes, we are too, Luke.
Oh, no cold.
Yeah, it gets so cold here in Minnesota that, I mean, who wants to ice fish? Ugh. But we like the fall fishing, and fishing in this kingfisher with the full enclosure in 30-degree weather is probably the coolest thing ever. Don't even need bibs half the time. We had loads of sturgeon anglers buying our lights this past year. Yes, whisker sticks, they're very good for the rod tips. You know, we don't usually fish bobbers for sturgeon, but they're really good for the rod tips, and they help you indicate those bites. Most important thing about sturgeon fishing, indicating bites. Luke, heard they got hammered with rain out east again, flash floods in Morton. Hi, we are getting out west, I meant.
It is west, yeah. They're getting
Would love to try the whisker sticks, CPR fisherman. Hey, whisker sticks, send them a couple. Hoodies are my favorite things. Hey, whisker sticks, we got some of those hoodies. You should check them out. We got a couple left, don't we?
I don't know.
We'll have them soon, if not. Very, very soon. You guys got beanies? I think Bennies. I think Bennies means beanies. Yes.
You got beanies?
Yes, Wade, we do. And we have these snapbacks that we're wearing right now. They fit even an extremely large head. I happen to have an extremely small head myself. CPR, I love mine. Great. Glad you love the hoodie. Strike 2, swing and a miss. Oh, here we're getting up to these comments now. This is going to be tough.
Oh.
It's going to be tough for Jake.
Oh, I'm going to go sit on it.
Go sit down. Swing and a miss. My dad and my mom both love to fish and started taking me while I'm still in diapers. Mike Bryant, that's awesome. CPR fisherman is pissed that we missed that. Walleye Thomas, it's a good one. I'd be upset too. He needs a circle hook. I don't know. Maybe during the spawn we need to use circle hooks.
Wood, so if it just hooked up right away, it might have been better.
Could have. Strike 2. Elston, yes, that just happened. We're still fuming about it a little bit. We both like felt that bite in the boat too. I just went like this.
Oh yeah. It was...
Need Luke there to hook it for you? Haha, Mitchell, real funny. Luke would have missed it too. No.
Who's got
Luke
the biggest on live stream, by the way?
Who?
Me. 50-pounder.
That guy.
Yeah.
Giant. Absolute giant.
54. So.
You got monsooned.
It's beautiful now.
Dang it, man. Not using circles. No, sir. We do not usually use circles for flats on live bait, but hey, might be a good thought. Maybe we'll check into that.
If I miss another one, I'm putting a Charlie Brown on.
Give him the juice. He tried to give him the juice. Jacob actually did a pretty good hook set right there. Circle schmirkle. I agree. Fish on. User error. Josh, haha. Real funny. I just love hearing Luke say adipose. He does say it. Extremely funny. And he usually says it when he does his little rigging of the live bait. So, Luke, say adipose and like put it in chat and do it as like a voice chat. Throw that big J way back in the tail. That is a good idea. Sometimes we put him back in the tail. I agree. Then you don't deep hook him like Jacob did on that one, but we'll let it go because I think he's going to hook the next one. New moon tonight, 4-star fishing day. Ooh, love that 4-star fishing forecast, Marvin. I love those fishing forecasts. The fishing forecast I look at is Pete Mayna's because he's a good dude and he always puts it up every day usually.
Really?
Yeah, he used to. I don't know. No, my daughter got one. Luke, I seem to lose a lot of fish using circle hooks. Hooked them off and have not ever hit them. I use a 10-foot ugly stick big water. Could it be the action of the rod? It could be. Could be the action of the rod.
Call me. That was earlier.
I don't know. What do you all use for guide? Do you use a guide for gar fishing or you do it yourself? The first year, Jacob and Luke and another guy went. Fished with a guide, the last day of the trip?
The last day of the trip.
Yeah, and they caught a, 200-pounder?
We went 7 days, and we fished with the guide on the last day. on our 1.5 day, we got a 200 pounder. Is that a real thing? 1.5? 1.5 day, we got a 200 pounder. And then that night, I got a 150. I missed like 7, 8 times there too, but that was our first time ever gar fishing. Yeah, so we caught a bunch of fish and then kind of debated whether we should go with this guide or not. We did. We got a 40 pounder with Captain Kirkland. This year we're going to hook up hopefully with Bubba down there and check out some skinnier stretches of the river. We'll be going down for probably 7 days. We have some other buddies down there we want to hook up with too. What kind of boat you got, Walleye Thomas? Come on down. I love to have mini boats down there. It's hanging out with friends, party fishing we call it, because you're running rods down the shorelines and running your boats back and forth. It's just awesome. It's my favorite trip. Message retracted. Troll alert. What are you doing, buddy? How do we get rid of you? You have that kind of name, really? Troll alert. Do you know how to block? I don't. All right. Oh, Luke said no, call me now. Hey, call Luke. All right, guys, so if you're just joining, we're on the Minnesota River. We've been live for about an hour and a half. Myself, I have missed 2 fish, 2 good bites on the inside seam. Peter is on a second inside seam. I'm actually closer to the trees. Peter's more out towards the main current. He's got a bigger weight on. I have a 5 ounce on. And that's about it. Thanks, Luke, for cleaning up the messages. Any questions, guys? Even for me as the editor and the photographer and stuff, let me know. I can answer some of your video editing questions if you have any. We use Adobe Premiere to edit video and Adobe After Effects to do all of our 3D work, stuff like that. Oh! How do you do this for so long, Luke? We're trying to do it for 2 hours. So we have about 28 minutes left. We've been going for an hour and 32 minutes.
This
2
isn't
hours.
that hard. Come on, Jacob.
What?
It is not that hard.
You do it then.
I know. My back hurt. I needed a break. I'm not going to lie. My back hurt. And I'm a little guy. So, Luke, I definitely feel for you. I feel your pain. But I have something to announce. Dan Kilcher said I'm cute. No, he gave us $200. Dan is with Walleye Thomas up in Selkirk, fishing channel cats. And I actually met Kilch last, 2 weeks ago now, buddy? Met you at Adam Steinhilber, my really good buddy who works for Rapala and Strike Master, at his wedding. And it was kind of cool how we ran into each other, and it was really good to meet you, Dan. Thank you so much for that donation. We're getting closer to that camera, you guys. We're getting a really, really sweet camera with this money, so it's just going to go back into filming more and better videos. And if we can give Jacob some better media to work with, or some better hardware or whatever you call it, that's what it's all about. So thank you so much, Mr. Kilcher. You're the best. And I hope you guys crush. Earlier you said you got 25 fish today up in Selkirk. That's a really good day. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take 25 fish. That was probably on the slower end of our days, but we got into an absolute crush fest the first day we were there, the only time I've been to Selkirk, and it was awesome. So thank you. $200 donation. That is going straight into camera gear, you guys.
Was it through the website?
No, it was yeah, kind of on the side, okay, which we really appreciate. I'll always have a million questions for Jacob. Whisker Sticks, you just go nuts. We'll answer your questions. You by the airport? I'm landing soon.
Really?
Who's that? A bass to mom of 2. That's awesome. Are you watching us on an airplane right now? If you are, that would be this. Oh, that is. Oh, the Basset mom of 2. That would be Laura. Hey, Laura. We love you. Jacob loves you. He will call you to say goodnight later. But we appreciate you watching from the airplane if you are. That is really cool. Wi-Fi in airplanes is one of the best things. Catch anything yet? Wild Adventures, we just missed 2 fish. It's pretty, we're getting some short bites, but Jacob's right down there next to some wood, and he keeps hooking this wood. So unfortunately, we haven't caught a fish yet. Tag teaming, good job, guys. Thanks, Whisker Sticks. You know, we're trying to keep up with, you know, Luke. He's just a legend.
Hard act to follow.
you know, he's a really, really tough act to follow. So hope we're doing all right for you guys. Thanks everyone for joining us. We still got 83, 85, 86 people in the stream. Unreal. That's
Share
pretty
it.
cool. Share it. Let's get it on Facebook, get it on YouTube, share it everywhere.
Get 100
Instagram
people
post
the
for
last
us. You might as
25
well.
minutes.
89 thumbs up, $162. That's pretty cool. Plus another 200. That makes 362 if my math is correct, which is my worst subject. Trolls suck. Completely agree, Mike Bryant. Small world, bro. Kilch, love you, buddy. You're a really cool guy. Got to share an adult beverage with you and hang out on a nice patio on a nice day, and we talked about fishing videos. We talked about flathead fishing. We talked about lots of cool stuff. It was fun. Nah, Owen, they're letting us down this evening. Great job, guys. Big Daddy Pat. What's going on, man? Northwoods, about to be filming in 8K. Woo! Whisker sticks, yes, sir. We are so excited for this camera, it's not even funny. Jacob links me stuff every single day for this thing. Jacob, how does a posy traction work on a Plymouth? No idea what that means. Apologize, Wade. Have you guys ever fished with Steve Douglas? Met Steve Douglas. Luke and Jacob have at the Catfish Conference, and if I met Steve, was he at Winter Blues? I'm not sure. But Steve Douglas is a great guy, and we have never fished with him, but we will.
Luke
we will
was on
fish
the phone with Mr. Steve Douglas last night.
Ooh.
Mr. Steve Douglas.
Ooh.
Maybe some important
That's important.
business.
That's important. I'm pretty sure that's important. But Steve Douglas, great guy, runs that Catfish Conference, and it's Catfish Conference. It's the best. Have you guys ever, what's the temp up there? It's probably 80 degrees right now. Water temp is 76.9, so about 77 degrees, and hopefully we'll get into some fish here. Jacob, little buddy here, missed a couple. Hey, buddy. Keep reminding him that.
Get
everybody.
caught up on comments when I have a question.
Whisker sticks, maybe a birthday gift. It's 100 here in Kansas. Tough fishing on the river. It was 90 degrees today, easily extremely humid up here in Minnesota. So it's actually a really nice cool off. The wind actually died quite a bit. I live on the Mississippi on Pool 14. Anything to help me catch some big cats here. The only thing I can tell you, get out of current, fish wood, and put live bait in front of log jams, and you will catch a flathead.
But they have blues down there.
You guys have blues down there, so you can fish the current, you can fish current swings, you can fish holes. Put a nice big old fresh cut bait down. You'll get blues, and to catch flatheads, usually use live bait, but they'll definitely hit cut bait as well. Hope that helps you. Big Daddy Pat. Kilch, it was a great time. Maybe you might want to give away. What's up, boys? Just got home from work. Ronnie, glad you joined us, and glad you're home from work. Work is not usually the most enjoyable time. It can be, but I'm glad you joined us here. We come from work and we come out fishing. That's our passion. That's what we do. Caught a 27.5-inch channel today, Kilch. That's sick. That's a really big fish. Jacob, did you film in 4K and export in 1080?
Yes.
Yes, always.
Or
Sometimes we export in.
No, sorry. Film in 4K. We edit in a 1080p sequence, and we export back out in 4K.
Yes, that's
so
important.
our videos are actually 4K.
You can watch them in 4K.
But we edit in 1080.
Yes, so you can't quite watch them.
You asked why? Let me tell you.
Nerd alert. Love it.
We edit in 1080 because we're in 4K. We get to zoom in about 50% without losing any detail in 1080. So really,
I was about to say that, but you know.
a really wide shot like this in 4K, but in 1080, I can zoom to here and still have all this detail in my nice beard.
Jax Teller, just beautiful man that he is.
Nice detail in my hair. No. Okay. But that's why. Good question. That was Tim, right? Joe Dirt quote guy. What was that? Okay. Any chance you guys could set up a weekend camping trip on the Minnesota River for some live streaming shore fishing with your fans? Yes. We're going to do that. We're going to do one. We are going to do one down on the Alma fishing float at some point. We got to figure out details. Pretty busy. What's the biggest Kilcher? 37.5. That's awesome. I knew that would trigger some kind of Jacob talk. LOL. Thanks for the tip. Luke says that's a great idea. Okay, so we are caught up in comments. Let's have a little sit-down time with Jake. I have a question for all of you guys, and it eats at my heart every day. I need more light. Maybe right here. Eats at my heart every day. Here it is. We film a lot. We film a ton. We catch a ton of fish, but sometimes we only catch 1 or 2 fish, but we still film it. Sometimes those videos are going to be 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5 to 6 minutes. We don't release them because we right now have a full production show with our big shows. Our live streams are our live streams, and our big shows are our big shows. Beautiful drone shots, beautiful B-roll, so on and so forth. We do that every time we come out. So when we go to film, when we go to fish, we do all that beautiful B-roll. We do all the beautiful drone shots, but it just sits on my computer. So we've been thinking, Northwoods Angling has been thinking, let me know through the comments, give me a yes, we want it, if you guys would want us to bring back some of the archive fish that we have caught that you guys have never seen, but it might just be like a 1 fish deal. Like Peter on Father's Day this year caught a 40-pound flathead, but we only caught 1 fish. We didn't release it. I don't know why.
Neither do I.
I don't think I've looked at it yet, to be honest, because I got so much video to look through.
2 weeks later, got a mid 40-pounder.
Yeah, 2 weeks later, he got another 40-pounder. So we're thinking about doing something called Sunday Snippets. And it would be a video every week called Sunday Snippets. And we release it. It might not be the best quality. It might not be the best edit, because I don't want to take a ton of time doing it. But I want you guys to enjoy what we enjoy, and that's fishing on the river, quick little 2-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute, maybe even 10 minutes sometimes, videos for you guys to watch, so you guys have more content every week. Right now, we're once a week, every Thursday. What about 2 times a week? Thursdays are either live streams or full shows. Sundays, Sunday Snippet. We'll give you a 2 to 10 minute show, quick, maybe 1 fish, maybe it's a quick tip, maybe it's Peter. Whoa, dude, look at that sky. That's cool. So I'm getting a lot of yeses. Bloopers, Kilcher. I was also thinking about including that too, because we have a race between Pete and Luke when we were ice fishing that is probably the best thing I've ever seen. Luke does not beat Peter. I think Luke makes it about like 5 steps or something.
Don't give it away.
Oh,
Don't give it away.
All right, so from the response, it says a lot of great ideas. Good luck next time, bro. I'll be watching next time you'll get on. Thanks for coming in, Yona. Is it Yona? Game? I'm terrible with names, by the way. Yes, a race culture. It was the funniest thing I think I've ever filmed. So that would be like a 2-minute. There's like this whole hype where
I'm pretty sure we all fell asleep after that, and that was on the ice on a river.
Yeah. So I think Luke went after Peter and said,
he said he could beat me in a foot race. And
I will take you in a foot race.
And I said, I will take you in a foot race with 1 foot. No problem. No, I'm kidding.
So we have that all on film. We have a lot of stuff on film.
He's actually pretty explosive. I'm not gonna lie. He was pretty explosive.
For like
and
5
like the
feet.
explosiveness was unfathomable how explosive he was for the first couple steps. But if he would have, you'll see it. It's great.
All right. So as of right now, I think what I'll do is I'll edit a few. 2, 3, 4, 5, so I'm a little bit ahead, and give you guys the Sunday snippet. Maybe it'll be just me in front of the camera explaining what the video is going to be. Hey, tonight on Northwoods Angling, it's going to be Luke and Peter in a foot race on the ice. Join us. So let me know if you guys want to see that. If you do, we'll give it to you. NWA Sunday Fun Day. I like it.
That's a good one.
Luke says, I'm going to be so dang fit in 2 more months. I'm down 36 pounds. Race is on.
Oh, I am shaking in my boots over here. Oh, my gosh.
All right, so we're going to go ahead with Sunday Snippets. I saw a lot of you guys saying, yes, we want to see it.
Give a thumbs up.
I'm going to
Get
start.
to 110.
Yeah, give a thumbs up. We're at 93, almost 100. If you haven't, go smash that thumbs up button. But I will start editing Sunday Snippets so you guys have a little bit more videos to watch of what we do in our free time. And there's a lot of it. I have a 20 terabyte extra hard drive that has 10 terabytes of video. That is a lot of video.
Significant.
So that's how every time we go out and fish, I back everything up. Every night we have every piece of footage that pretty much every piece of footage we've ever filmed, we have at my house.
And there is a lot we don't release out to you guys.
Bring on the videos. We like the talking to, not just the success rate. We've been hearing that a lot. We're going to start including more of the fumbles, the follies, the misses.
The tips.
All that. Yep, tips. I just like creating that epic video where it's like, dun, dun, fish, yeah! Right? Don't you?
Yes.
That's what I like to watch. So that's why I like to edit like that. Outtakes, we have those too. We have some really good outtakes. Have a great night, guys. Love you. Kilcher. See you, buddy. Thank you again.
Rest up, catch some fish tomorrow, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us and donating. You guys are awesome.
Do some tips with it every Sundays. Yeah, good idea. I think I have a full rod building video that we made. What? Is there a fish?
It looked like yours got smoked.
Mine?
It looked like it, but I think it was just a very active bullhead. Sorry.
Let's look for a minute.
It'd be really cool to see that thing. If you get a third chance at that fish,
he's probably full by now.
I'll be pretty happy.
Fishing tips every Sunday. I like that too. Right now, that would require going out and actually filming fishing tips. In the stuff I have, we have tips in there, how we're fishing, so on and so forth. So I will include that, but it's going to be quick edits. It's going to be boom, boom, boom out the door, because on the big edits, I spend mucho amount of time on it. 20, 40, 50 hours doing it. So we want to bring you something that's quick to edit, however, good content, and you guys really get to know our character and so on and so forth. How do you guys keep so much content files organized to go back to stuff? You want to tell them that?
Oh gosh. It used to be just a complete mess, and then Jacob has this, he's like overly anal with how he organizes all this stuff. He has so many files, it's not even funny. It's organized by year, and then by month, then by week, then by day, and everything goes into those folders. And it's insane how quickly this guy, when he edits a video, he goes into these folders quicker than I can even like look. It's insane. Never seen anything like that.
So each fishing trip has like 6 different folders too: audio assets, video assets, graphic assets, video previews, renders, animations, lower thirds. I keep it pretty well organized. Munchin' later, guys. Shut the stream down. There's a bite. No bite. Do you ever get a plane bite like it is here in St. Louis, like a barge bite? There's planes every 5 or 10 minutes, so probably. Give Hunter a shout out. Shout out, Hunter!
What's up, Hunter?
Good to see you in the stream, bud. Thanks for coming. Have a great night, guys. Your show is the best. Keep doing what you do. Hope you catch the big one before the night is over. Wild Adventures. Thanks so much for joining us.
It really does.
We are out. It turned into a beautiful night. It's not raining. Bait's getting bit, so we're gonna stay out for a little bit longer.
Luke's the captain of shutting down the live stream, and then, all right, let's go.
Derek Bull, let's get a smash before the stream ends. Yes, I agree.
We will.
I have a ton of stuff piled in 2 folders. Tim, you gotta fix it. Bundy, $2 donation. Thank you so much. He says, went out 2 days ago to Savannah, Tennessee, and 0 bites.
That's too bad, man.
It's fishing though, man.
Well, we get some of those nights too.
We get a lot of those nights. You just don't see. Shane, good night, guys. Thanks for streaming. Thanks, bud. Jerry, nice job, you. Jerry Anderson.
Jerry Anderson.
Hey,
Hey,
Jerry.
Jer.
What's
hey,
up,
buddy?
bud?
You put the boys to bed yet?
Nice job, you, Pete and Jacob.
Love you, Jer.
Wild
See you,
Child.
Jer Bear.
Let's check out the tackle layout and the boat layout. Yeah, let's do that. Isn't that what Luke says? Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
All right, so we are in a Kingfisher 1825.
75.
1825.
We don't really know what it is.
1825 XL Falcon. It's a Falcon. And Peter's fixing the lights so I can show you the interior of the boat. Maybe. Excuse me. Here, I'll flip it this time. Boom. All right, so we have bench seats. Bench seats have storage.
It's awesome.
Good.
Lots of tackle, buoys,
lots
covers,
of storage.
camera gear.
Driver's seat. Why do we have all this tackle out?
No, we do. I don't know.
Driver's seat. He's running a Humminbird Helix 9 side imaging.
That needs to be upgraded to Mega.
We're not marking anything. He's got a trolling motor on the front, Altera. So if we are in the full enclosure, he can just launch it from the driver's seat.
Self-deploying.
The front of the boat is not under the full enclosure, and it is full bow. We got our anchors, cooler,
There's a
Sprite,
cooler with bait
couple of baits, bullheads,
up there.
and he's got a big light on the front so he can see when driving down the river. Other side's the same, passenger seat. That's the Northwoods tackle bag, equipment bag,
Camera gear.
and another bench seat, which I've told him he needs to take out.
And then over here, I put rod holders for traveling on here. I kind of want to put them outside of the windshield, but they're good for traveling right here. They stay inside the boat. Rod holder, rod holder, rod holder, rod holder, rod holder, rod holder. I need a feed, everything like that. Here's the back transom.
Oops.
If you can see it, probably can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the back transom right there. The motor, and then I got a little swim platform on the back here, so you know, wife and kid can come out and take a little dip in the water. That's all she wrote.
All right, light. Somebody asked about the bugs. We have a thermocell. Doesn't keep all the bugs away, but it keeps the mosquitoes away. If you don't have a thermocell, you should buy a thermocell. They do get kind of expensive, but there are how-tos online about how to refill the cartridge for the gas.
You can see it smoking right there.
And I think there's also something to make the pads. Is that right? I don't know. Thermocell. Always on. And for some reason, it doesn't feel like there's a bunch of bugs out tonight, so I don't know. Did you get that fixed? All right, so we got about 6 minutes left in the stream. I'm gonna do 2 hours. We've been on the stream for an hour and 54 minutes. Thanks again, guys, for all the thumbs up. Thanks again, guys, for asking all the questions. It's a little tougher for me and Peter to do this because, once again, Luke's the live streamer. He was out of town on business, so we're out here. We want to bring you content. We went over some new things with you. Sunday snippets, we're gonna make that a go. I'm gonna start getting you Sunday. There you go. I'm gonna start getting you some videos on Sundays of maybe some fails, maybe some just awesome fish catches that never made a full production show. Anything else that we have that we might think you guys like.
All the 1-2 fish nights that we've had that we haven't, you know, absolutely crushed, but we put good fish in the boat. I mean, we still got to get those out. We were just talking about it the other night, and we said we got to do something like, you know.
We came up with Sunday snippets.
Sunday snippets.
It was Sunday shorts, but I like snippets.
It took us a long time to find that.
Luke got snippets. We called Luke and we're like, we need something to call it Sunday something.
So thank you, Luke. We appreciate that.
Nice work, Luke. Sunday snippets. We're going with it. We're going to make a full new intro for Sunday snippets. It's going to be Luke falling.
You just created a lot of work for yourself.
I wanted to do it anyways.
He loves it.
I have so much stuff to go through. that we need to get through. Best frame rate for filming in 4K. What kind of camera do you have, Tim? Let me know that first. But 29, 24 or 29. Hello guys, love the show. I had 2 cats tonight, just the little ones. Harris Break Lake,
Nice.
Arkansas.
That's good. 2 fish
Jimmy
is better
Dixon.
than none.
That's awesome. Lyle,
Thank you. We're
great
trying
job
over
tonight,
here.
guys. Hey,
We're trying.
it's my second time. Like, I did a live stream with Blake through the ice. We had it mounted. We had the phone mounted, so it was a little bit easier. We actually have this
You
phone
can't see it.
on our full camera rig, so we're holding up this huge rig.
And it's working really well.
Yeah, Luke's got like this little monopod thing. He's got all the toys. Luke, where are you?
Lyle, make sure you tell Cindy hi.
Yeah.
Love you guys. We miss you.
We do love you
We hope
guys.
to see you soon.
We want to come down soon and fish. I want to fish
So
the
much
St.
fun.
Louis Arch so bad. GoPro Hero 3 Black and Galaxy S8. What do we run for frame rate? I think it's 24, 25. It's 24 point. Just message me, Tim. What's up, fellas? You getting on them? We've had 2 bites. I've missed 2 fish. Sorry.
What's up, Water?
Need to get Blake and Peter on Catfish Weekly.
Yes, we do. Lyle, been meaning to get on there.
Send him a message.
All right, let's do it. Let's set it up.
Lyle,
I'd love to be there.
send Peter a message.
Great show.
He'll get it set up. Well, 3 minutes left. Can we get a bite in 3 minutes?
This light is just...
Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, it needs to be like this.
There we go. All right, is that better?
That's better lighting.
Better?
But now I'm looking at the light.
Okay,
And
better.
I can't see.
It's all right.
Good
Yeah.
job. Good
do it
job
all the
tonight,
time.
guys. Nice video, bro. Once again, this is a live stream. We sometimes have a chance to catch fish, sometimes we don't, but we love hanging out with you guys.
We had a chance.
Goldenrod can do it. We should put out the goldenrod.
We should. But Jacob's got a circle hook on. Oh, wait, that's what you guys want us to use tonight for flats.
Circle, goldenrod.
Yeah, let's do it. We got to take one in, though. So we'll do that after the stream is up. You can bet on that. We'll put a circle hook out for you guys, and we'll update on Facebook, Instagram, maybe on our page. If you know. On
if
our
we get
channel,
one,
if
maybe
we
we'll
get
go
one.
live on Facebook.
We'll see.
All right, so we're going to end the stream. Maybe it's 2 minutes early, but I can't hold this thing anymore.
Thanks for joining us. Such a
105
fun time.
thumbs up. We had about 80 people strong the whole time. We really enjoy hanging out with you guys. We really enjoy fishing. We enjoy filming. So we're going to keep creating more content for you.
We just appreciate the support. We can't do this without you guys. And
That's right.
We absolutely appreciate everything you guys do for us. All the questions, all the comments, all the thumbs up. Thank you. You guys are the reason we do this.
That's right.
That we stay motivated to do it.
Yeah. Thanks for the donations. And once again, thanks for hanging out with Northwoods Angling, guys. Peter and Jakob, for tonight, we're out of here. We're out of here.